Hey, so, well, you can probably see my breath. It's like, I don't know how cold it is, but it is very, very cold. So I'm only going to do this for like a minute, and only because I was ready and something to do tonight in this blizzard. So, I'm just going to pull a few cards. Try to stay cozy. Pleasure, Six of Cups, Sun in Scorpio. So it is very wholesome in a way. It's pleasure, but anything that brings you a sense of warmth and joy and happiness and fun. Knight of Wands, Sagittarius. Victory, Six of Wands, Jupiter and Leo. Art. Art or Temperance. I feel like going skiing or something. Cozy on a mountaintop fire. I don't really actually ski. Princess of Swords. And Abundance, Three of Cups. So, just overjoyed. Happiness. Abundance, celebration, party. Maybe over the hype or something, or just getting together with a close group of friends and just sort of, having a fireside chat or something like that. Glass of wine and Five of Cups. Turning around. Maybe, this is probably going to be my last one, and I just, or not, it's just, if I can think of something different to do or something better to do, but, than what I've been doing, and just trying to switch it up, and going along with, the true note and Taurus sort of thing, you heard the woman, done with the battle. High Priestess. So, time to kick back and relax and just focus on a few things that I really want to focus on. And Seven of Cups. It's Venus and Scorpio. Ten of Wands. Laying down what you've been carrying. It's been something that's been a burden or weighing on you, and just sort of laying it down, crossing the finish line. Saturn and Sagittarius, just sort of, putting the completion stamp on something, and the Sun. So, wholeness, Solu, also in the runes that came up in the reading from last night. So, think of secrets, like the Victoria's Secret video. Maybe crying. Maybe you're, especially with the Five of Cups, crying over someone, you're just kind of done with that and ready to move forward with things that, brighten your life, bring joy into your life, pleasure into your life, that maybe remind you of something, or especially around the holidays. She always kind of looks like she's hanging like a sort of like a wreath or something, a garland. Maybe you're decorating. Just time to relax and enjoy time with family and kids and things like that. So, taking it easy and laying down your load, just sort of moving in a new direction, like especially with the new year. Just like an erotic card, let's try to switch it up. Tower, yeah, it is the Tower 16. Mars, Punishment 12. Neptune. And the Lovers, Gemini. Painting your portrait. Just sort of maybe wanting to capture someone's essence, their moment, the time. Maybe there's some sort of sudden enlightenment or understanding, especially with the Hangman, which doesn't always mean punishment. Maybe you're giving something up so that you can get something back that is better for you. This was reversed, so some sort of unconventional, non-traditional sort of maybe holiday celebration, or just maybe taking a trip somewhere, location. Taurus, again, maybe just he looks pretty surprised by what he's seen. So again, maybe with the Tower, some sort of shock, or just maybe you felt like you were being punished. Maybe you were, but maybe that's in the past, especially with the Six of Cups, which can mean past life, maybe many past lives, or just past life memories from your childhood. Maybe something comes to mind that just brightens, because it doesn't always have to be a bad shock. Brightens, blows your mind. Maybe the person that you're seeing, maybe you finally understand something and you are just sort of seeing things in a new light. Maybe, yes, Mercury in Cancer, diving into just this pool of, looks pretty like clear waters, just almost out of like the depth of a pool, and just maybe you were unsure if you could dive in, or if you had to if it was, I don't know, if that makes sense to anyone, deep enough or something. The Knight of Earth, Virgo. Very serene moon, Virgo. It's my progressed moon chart is in Virgo. This is Pisces, so there's a lot of that, like Neptune with the Hangman, and Pisces, 12th house, Virgo, moon. Pisces and Mars has been coming up. Just that sort of yin to your yang kind of thing. Maybe just a couple word cards and invade. Clean house. I was cleaning earlier. Frequencies. There's nothing on the back. And perfect. Perfect save. Nice save. Quantum entanglement. Tension in this. So this is quantum entanglement. And a shift in perspective, perhaps. A couple more. Seven of Cups to come up. So anti-gravity. Loves you. You're wondering. I can barely move with like all my different layers on. Future. Message. in light. A lot of these came from like just listening to whatever stood out to me as whatever was on television, rollout as I went through them, and just keywords and things that seem to be continual sort of ideas or things that are said. Remix. Babies. I'll show you. Remix. Necessary. Babies are necessary. Client. Maybe you need tell is necessary. Nuclear. Terrorism. War is on the bottom of that. It's hard to just be interested in the things that are going on in the world and, have maybe an opinion about them or know about things, but also maybe reflect that in things that you're working on because you are a part of the world, and without giving a ton of information that people could maybe, try to pin on you or use against you, I'm not trying to give any sort of news updates or anything here. I'm not trying to give guidance because these are general and I don't even know who will see this or, it's what's coming through, and it's just general and for fun. Already manifest what it is that you want already, because that is what I am trying to do. Whatever is most important to you, and focus on that with just extreme focus and clarity and intention, and that is what I'm trying to do, find my forever home. And people can try to read between the lines or whatever, but this is different than, I've said don't, and I'm not trying to do that. And, I'm just over batting people away. I just want to do my own thing and see where that goes, and crush Holy Week 2/29 Thursday night. One more. Yeah. Good insight. Good point. Maybe over 6. Yeah, to be free to create whatever path you want to go down yourself without people trying to mold that for you or tell you what that is or tell you what you mean, because I don't think there's anything more frustrating. And I was saying that to someone, this isn't I'm actually, you don't know what my personal hell would be, so you don't get to tell me what that would be for me. And so, yeah, you just never know what something is really like for someone or whatever, or what they mean, especially when they're giving you lots of ways to contact them, so you could ask if you really wanted to know. So there are no excuses, and I'm just, like I said, very much done with all of that stress and things that don't bring anything good into my life, that I never signed up for. And, I made the best out of it, tried to put on a little show here, but it really is time for me to just not take on more than I can do and not worry about that, because no one should be accountable for that. And yeah, when something doesn't benefit you, don't do it. And that is exactly what I plan to do. I'm just wanting to like sort of sum things up in a way and see where this can lead in a different sense that doesn't take away from what I'm trying to do and brings me somewhere new, and that brings about a new life for me and things like that really actually bring benefit into my life, and so I can create it the way I want, and things that I've done have only seemed to bring me more of the same and keep me here. So obviously we need to change, and obviously, I can only do so much, but it starts with me, so I'm trying to think of things to change up so that it's not the same that as it's been, and people fully get my point, and if they want to work with me, like the video says, a few projects, great things I really want to focus on, welcome to, call me up, get in contact, work with me, because that's was and always is my goal. And so, this isn't it. So, yeah, especially with that added pressure of things that I've never, that aren't my intention, that aren't my focus, that aren't my job, that aren't adding to my life. That's, it was great if I could help in a few ways or something like that before, and that, but, yeah, I'm not going to be told that by anyone else, because no one else is asking themselves that, and I've done more than enough. I know I have, so I'm not doing anything more. Not until I'm paid, not until I get what I want. Even then, who knows, because it's not what I want. So, 10, eagle. Find the things that serve you, that bring good things into your life, that uplift you, that, bring you somewhere new. Where you were at isn't what's making you happy. And so even if that means giving this up or quitting this or doing something completely different with this, that's fine. And if it makes people mad because I'm not doing their jobs for them, or they can't, I'm not allowing them to use me, that's fine too. They can be mad, because I never okayed it to begin with. And really, truly, it's great when people can interpret your stuff and see how it relates to them. That is kind of what I've done with music videos as well. But it's a totally different thing when they just pick it apart and apply it to current events, and that could possibly get you in trouble, and give you a responsibility that you didn't ask for, that you're not even trained for, that you're like, no thanks, and you've said 1,000 times, or invade your privacy, and don't give you credit for using some of your ideas and things like that. It's totally different. So I'm open to different things, and way that the art world might interpret something, but I'm not trying to be everything to everyone, and so it's just too bad if that doesn't work for you, because it hasn't worked for me. So I'm all that really matters to me right now. I am Eagle, the thread that binds you to spirits. I am the great sky dancer. I am the ascension made manifest. I am power in flight. I am the one who soars highest on the least amount of effort. I am faith in that which carries me. You have been called to evolve, and I am your guide. 9 more. Your soul demands growth, and I am your nourishment. I am your signal to climb higher, push harder, then let go. Allow that final push, and then float freely on the changes that are coming. Do not attempt to steer the progress. You may have become too rigid in your spirituality, clinging to dogma, can hamper inner flight. That's why I don't subscribe to religions. Mainly people just want to control how you act. What do you think? Enlightenment will not come from books or classes. It's a lifetime journey. You may not know when your next thermal is coming to lift your wings. But have faith and make the leap anyways. Break the chains. Learn to soar. Get outside of your head and fly. You are gaining altitude. You're reaching the sky. You're limitless. You're eagle. Yeah, well, limitless when people don't put limits on you and tell you what you should be and how your work should apply to them and what it should be. Or block other outlets for you, or assign people to sort of represent you, so you can't represent yourself, so you can't move forward because you're supposedly hidden. No thanks. I think I'll move past that and be out there and represent my own stuff, my own art, my own thoughts, my own voice. And people want to come along, they can interact with me, they can contact me, they can, give credit to where they got something, they can chat with me, email, work with me, bring me on their team. They can do a million things because I'm not like closing the door on people that way, but I am closing the door on what people can use of me and my life and my privacy and what I put out there and what I put time into. So, because it hasn't made me happy up until now, and it would be crazy to keep doing the same thing over and over. And yeah, I'm not gonna explain myself because I really don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. I know they'll try to push back and say, "Oh, that means you're like this," and I'm like, "No, I'm just my own person, just trying to do my own thing, and I don't really care if that makes you upset because it was never anything I agreed to." And you have options, and I'm going to find some options, and just continue to make the best out of my circumstances, but not be something that people can just use. It says my life, my love is priceless, and I think that translates into my time and energy and all that, and point of view and all that. So, people respect that. They can do as I ask. If they don't, then I guess, I think they've made it clear what an asshole would look like. So, yeah, hopefully lots of new changes, lots of things getting better in the new year, lots of transformation in the way that maybe, especially here, we relate, and how, doors are open and things like that, so you can move forward, and I can move forward, and everyone sort of win, and hopefully, people might be on board with my plan of, giving to someone who's given a lot, and see if, improving my life improves the lives of others. It's something to try instead of just taking. And, for those that have been genuine, about things, that's cool and that's great. And I'd still like to know how things were orchestrated and all of that. And, yeah, if you actually do something cool, really good brainstormer, so get in touch, and yeah, hopefully this storm doesn't cause too much damage or anything. Everyone stay warm, and if you see strays, try to bring them inside or give them some food, keep them warm that way. Look out for those in need. So, all right, talk to you later. Bye.